How's it going, everybody? I am presently getting ready to leave work. Today is March. Well, my day was March 23rd. The date right now is March 24th. And, it's definitely time to hit the road and go home. Took yesterday off. Went riding. Oddly enough, I did video. But I'm not sure if I'm going to put it out there yet. Maybe. I don't know. Mask is fogging up. I can't see a thing. I'll leave it cracked a little bit for a minute. But yeah, I had the second speaker or second mic set up in the helmet because I'm trying to presently learn or find a way to record audio from a phone call while using the GoPro, which should be presently the mic you're hearing is the GoPro mic. And I want to have another mic up inside the helmet. And it did work yesterday. I called my Kaylee 7 actually and spoke with him on the phone and talked while I rode. And pardon the helmet. And you can hear him, but you know, it was my first time placing the mic near the speaker for the helmet, and it didn't quite come through at the levels I was looking for. I think would be a good way to put it. So, and it seems like, at least through my headset, through the Sena 10C Pro headset that I'm using, which is a newer one. I left the original one I had on my Shoei helmet for right now. Even though I'm not really planning on using that helmet, I left it on there and put the newer one I had on here on this ARAI Corsair X helmet in white. And I did that mainly just because I thought after all the years of putting the camera on and off that other mount, it might not be a bad idea to put the newer one on there. I ordered a second one a while back. Actually, after our trip in 2019, I ordered it because on our trip, my Kaylee 7 actually snapped his mount. And it hadn't been for the fact that he had a, pardon the wind, sorry. Well, for the fact he had his backup Sena 10C mount in his bag, well, his audio would have been pretty well done for at that point. I mean, maybe not. We could probably duct tape the camera to the helmet, right? But, well, speeding. But it wouldn't, you know, he wouldn't have had the backup video because you would never get the angle right without the mount. So yeah, I ordered one of those and I had it as a backup in my bag. I carry it with me, you know, long trips, and I don't carry it with me every day that I'm riding, obviously, because, you know, I'm just out and about and I break it, what to do, I just won't video that day. And now I'm using the GoPro. So, but anyways, I digress. I guess I'm kind of getting off base here. I can't remember what I was talking about. Wow. Oh, yeah, the placement of the second mic. And now what I was getting at is the newer mic setup. It seems like it's louder on the left side of the helmet. That could be speaker placement. It could be maybe I have more hearing damage in my right ear as opposed to my left. I don't know what the different reasons could be. But it seemed louder. So I had it on the right hand side, and it wasn't really far away from the speaker, but it wasn't exactly near the speaker either. So now I put a piece of Velcro from the Sena that comes with it for the mic placements. I stuck that in the inside of the helmet where it doesn't interfere with me. And I got the other mic where it'll go in beside my ear beside that left speaker, hoping that'll be a little louder. I'll have to wait and see how it works. But another thing I'm noticing about the fact that I got a wired mic, right, is the fact that now I have to deal with the wires from the mics, because, you know, a lavalier mic, a lav mic, has a fairly long cord on it, you know, because you're trying to plug it into something, you're placing it on your shirt, you want some distance there. Well, for a helmet setup, that's not quite the case. You don't want an extended amount of cable hanging there. You want just a little bit more than just enough, right? And so I'm gonna have to take these mics and cut them, shorten the wires and solder them back together, which I've done in the past. I've made my own ends on mics and stuff, so taking a section of it out shouldn't be that much different. I'm sure there'll probably be a little bit of coating on there for your interference. Just wrap it in a little bit of aluminum foil. That should hopefully take care of it, shield the wires somehow, basically. And I'm gonna probably try to do that this week or this weekend coming up. See if I can make the mics just the right length so I don't have all this extra cord I gotta wrap around the camera, which is really annoying. Really annoying. But that's my plans for right now with the setup. I'm enjoying having the GoPro. I'm really liking having the audio from the GoPro just plugged right into the GoPro. It's so much easier when I put the video out. I think it'll be a lot simpler. The view's obviously a lot better. The picture's obviously a lot better from the GoPro. I could also put my 10C on the helmet like this if I wanted to. Not the 10C. My Insta360 One R setup on the helmet if I wanted to, because... Oops, excuse me, yawning. That one actually, the mic uses USB-C type adapter, just something short. It's nothing like the dongle that GoPro needs. But it uses that to connect a mic to. But the nice thing about the GoPro is super wide. Wide view is very wide on a GoPro. The 1R, the 1-inch edition. Well, sure I specify that because I haven't tried the 4K camera yet, and I may go ahead and do that and see, because the 4K might have a wider angle view than the 1-inch. The 1-inch sensor version is a impressive camera for colors and everything, especially on 5K. It's a great little camera. I like the modular design. I don't dislike the Insta360 at all. I think it's a great camera. It has its downfalls, but anything does, right? No matter what it is. Cameras, bikes, cars, walking, running, whatever. There's always a pitfall somewhere, something that someone's not going to like or someone else is going to like. But I'd like to try that 4K version because I do have that mod. I've never used it yet. And just see if that, you know, has a wide view like the GoPro. Maybe that's why I don't think it's wide enough. Maybe it's not the camera per se as the body of the camera. Maybe it's the lens. You know, lens and aperture and focal length has a lot to do with it. And the focal length on the 1-inch sensor, I can't remember what the focal length is. So wide can only go so wide. Possibly the focal length on the 4K might be closer to the GoPro, so it might be a real similar camera setup. Where the GoPro is going to win out there no matter what, because this GoPro, the Hero 9, you're on it all the time, is set up to do 5K. But that 1-inch does really well in the dark. You know, it has a lot better low light capability, I imagine, because of the size sensor in relation to the pixel count on that sensor. But it won't have the wide view like the GoPro has, not super wide like the GoPro. It all depends on what you're looking for, I suppose. I did make some new mounts, which I can't see right now. I made one down here by my phone and one down there by my highway peg. I'll do a video on those later. That'll allow me to hook my 360 camera up, the 1R 360 or the 1R 1-inch or the 1R 4K, that system camera, and make it so I can hook it up, or even the GoPro could be hooked up that way if I want to put a different camera on my helmet. So maybe some options. Basically, it's using the RAM mount system, and and I'm excited to see how that works out. I used it yesterday, but haven't had a chance to look at the footage. But since I wasn't sure if I'm going to use the audio or any of the video, this is just a video of me yawning. Hey, the video, I don't really know if there's any reason to do all the rendering for it. That's the one problem with the 360 version camera, especially the 360. You have to render it inside the app and stuff because, well, I have to do it. I don't think there's a Final Cut Pro adapter plug-in yet. And even if there was, it really won't make a difference because all my editing lately has been done on my iPad Pro. So I basically spent a whole bunch of money on a MacBook Pro for no reason because I'm using my my iPad to do all my video editing. So that was money well spent. Smart fellow right here. This is a rambling video, I guess. I don't know. There's you know, it's just stuff and things, you know. You know, yeah, you know. It's a gorgeous night out. A little bit of wetness and a little bit of rain we had. It's supposed to rain all this week, the rest of the week, so I won't be doing any more riding, unfortunately. It is what it is. The warm weather will be here eventually where I can ride every day, or just about every day. Not really seeing a whole point of riding at work in the rain and then freezing my butt off. I like having the car when, especially when it's raining right now at work. I eat in my car, keeps me away from all the people in the lunchroom, just in case, you know, the COVIDs get them. Try not to be in there eating with my mask off. Whew, little air, and that's nice. Tell you one thing, this ARAI helmet is well vented. Well vented. I need to shave. Holy crap. I can feel hairs touching my face and poking me. Poking me. But we see a lot of deer tonight. That feels nice. Just opened the Mohawk vent on the helmet to get a little air blowing down the center of my head. Feels so good. Speaking of deer, don't let them see the fear in your eyes. I also have the Sena running right now in the background just in case the audio or something goes wrong with the audio on the GoPro. But really what I'm after is the crisp footage of the GoPro. I don't know. Just a rambling fool. I wouldn't take too much stock in anything I have to say. I just work here. There's one. Yee. Good times. One nice thing about this Goldwing, it's got damn good brakes on it. But you gotta admit, ABS on a bike, linked brake systems on a motorcycle, any bike, Honda, Yamaha, Harley, Davidson, Kawasaki, whatever ones have them. Fantastic. If that had been my Road King, I'd have probably smoked it. Maybe. I mean, I might be able to stop. I gotta put some better brakes on that bike. But yeah, that Road King, there's no ABS and there's none of that on that bike. That is pure squeeze the handle, hope for the best. I need to change the rotors. See if I can upgrade the brake assembly and bleed them on the Harley. I'll probably be working on that this winter, this coming fall and winter. I think I'll put that bike in the garage and start working on it. I'd like to go ride it a little bit this year because I did not ride it at all last year. I'd like to get it out for some daily scoots. I don't think I'd want to take it to work and back. Maybe I would, depending on the time of the day and time of the weather and what kind of warm it is, but It needs the shifting linkage fixed on the inside of the primary. It's wobbling, it's getting ready to come off. I'm hoping it'll make it through the year. And it needs some work. I want to do some LEDs and do some different work to it. I'd like to take it down more to a bobber. No, not a bobber. I want to take it down more to a cruiser, so I'll probably get rid of the tour pack and stuff on it. Just keep the hard bags. But I'll keep the other stuff that goes with it because I might want to put it back someday, you know. That's one nice thing I love about that Road King. It's so versatile. I mean, you know, you can windshield if you want to. I have the Memphis shades. You can put the trunk on and off it, the back luggage rack on and off it, you know. So many different ways you can fit that. You can buy a full fairing for it with a radio if you want, put that on there. The ends are endless. I mean, you can practically take the saddlebags off, get the chrome pieces, I imagine somebody makes them, and pretty much turn it into like a Softail or a Fat Boy kind of looking bike. It wouldn't be identical, but it'd be, you know, no bags and stuff. It'd be a pretty nice looking bike. Change the seat on it. There's a lot of stuff you can do to that. It's a very customizable bike. That's one thing I like about Harley Davidson in general. Yeah, the ability to customize a Harley Davidson, that's the one awesome thing about that bike. There's so many different things out there, so many different manufacturers. And you can turn those bikes into so many different things. Awesome. And of course, my Road King's got the old 88 cubic inch. I think it's the last year for it, actually. I think 96 came out after that. I want to say that's right, because I bought the bike in 06. I think in 07 they put cats on it, and they put the yeah, that thing, the other engine in it. Holy hell, I think the Upsole upgraded to a 6-speed. Pretty sure mine's the last year for all that. There's only one thing I'll ever get rid of that bike. That'd be if I wreck it so bad I can't fix it or I'm dead. I just like the Road King. It's, I don't know how you'd explain it. It's more mechanical. You know, it's older. You can feel it. It's a little ricketier. It's a little rickety and a little not so polished, maybe. It's getting older, of course. Not a fresh bike anymore. It's quite a few years old. But when you ride it, you're like, I don't know, you almost, I don't know how you want to say it. I don't want to say you're more in tune with the ride, because I feel like I'm really in tune with this when I'm riding it. It's just, it's got its own feel, you know? It's different. It's very different. You realize you're riding something, you gotta take a little more care and do a few different things to it. I imagine that must really be true when you buy a motorcycle with a carburetor system on it, and, you know, kickstart only and stuff like that. It must, man, it must really be weird. There's a fun bike to go cruising on right there. That's what that bike's fun to do. Just nice, simple 60-mile-an-hour cruise or around town cruise. Especially if you remove all the bags on it mostly and just strip it down. No windshield, just be a nice, fun, easy-going ride. Just something to go out and enjoy. So I'll try to get some of those videos out this year with the Harley Road King, Harley Davidson Road King Classic. That looks like a Road King because I got rid of the white wall tires, I got rid of the leather bags. Still have them, but they probably need a little work. I like the way the hard bags look on it. Although the leather bags would look pretty good on it probably if you're just out tooling around on it. I don't know. I think they needed some work. I might be able to say, might get them down, see what kind of work, see what kind of shape they're in after being on top of the garage. They might be all dry rotted. I don't know. They're basically a hard bag but wrapped in leather. They're sharp though. I'm just talking about random shit right and left on this one. Probably nothing turning out either. I ain't videoing shit. These are Dainese gloves, man. These things are taking forever to break in. They're stuck on the fingers. I had a pair of gloves that hurt my fingers so bad that I'm trying to, hopefully they break in and get looser with time. Jesus. They're freaking tight on the fingers, and mine is an extra large. I don't get it. Man, it's got fat little fingers. Didn't think I did. I thought I had skinny little fingers. Maybe I'm just a sissy. You know, things bother me. 42 miles left to go on the gas gauge. Got the new mount on the GoPro. Hopefully the angle is good now.